Hello, so today we're going to be making the Korean bakery style sausage bread. So for the dough, these are the ingredients that are needed. You're gonna need 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of milk, and a knob of butter. So first you're gonna sift in the 2 cups of flour. After you do this, the very crucial step is to make 3 wells into the flour. This is where each ingredient is going to go in. So one's going to be sugar, one's going to be salt, and one's going to be for the yeast. To make sure that you make the wells so that they won't touch. So we'll start with the 3/4 salt, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of yeast. So now what you want to do is just lightly mix the yeast with the flour individually together like this, and then the salt, and then the sugar, and then once these 3 ingredients look fairly well combined with the flour, you're going to mix them all together. After we do that, we're going to crack 1 egg into the dough and the 1/2 cup of milk. First, we're just going to gently break the yolk and then combine the dry and the wet ingredients together like this. And then once it starts to look a little clumped up, you're going to start to use your hand and just knead the dough. Okay, when it gets to this point, you're going to want to ball it up a little bit. So now you're going to do the butter. So what you can do is either have them cut up into cubes, or you can use your knife and just slice through them and just spread them around the surface of the dough and then work it in with your hands. So what I'm gonna do is just cut slices like this. From the looks of it, it looks like I added a little too much butter. So I'm going to add more flour onto it while I knead it. Yep, I think that did it. Ball it up like this and then put plastic wrap over this, and then you're gonna let it sit for about an hour. While we wait for the dough, we're gonna cut up the vegetables and make the sauce for the sausage bread. So you can add like bell peppers or I guess whatever vegetable essentially that you want, but I like it a little bit more simple, so I use an onion, corn, and avocado oil mayonnaise because I don't like regular mayonnaise. So you want to use 1/2 of an onion or more. I mean, I guess it depends on your preference of how oniony you want it to be. Cut incisions like this. And squirt to the side. And then you just dice it. Oh, this onion really does not want to cooperate with me today. You don't want big chunks of onion like this on your bread. No. I wish onions didn't smell as much. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Dump this into our bowl. Very good. Okay, and then the corn into the bowl. And because you put ketchup on the top, you don't want it to be too salty, so I guess this is up to you. I think this should be okay. Avocado oil mayonnaise. We're gonna do 3 big spoons. So this makes 7 bread rolls. I think it's called bread rolls. So what I do is cut it into 7 pieces. So here we have 7 balls of dough that we will be using to mold into our sausages. This is how I do it. So I flatten it down and spread it out, the sausage. So what I did with this is I boiled it in hot water to get rid of like the excess oil, like bad stuff. So I miscalculated and I only had 5 sausages. So we're just gonna do this one. So I'll show you how I wash them. Oh my gosh. Oh. To a pot of boiling water, I'm going to put in 2 stir-free sausages and just lightly blanch them. Okay, so it's been roughly 2 minutes. So now I'm gonna take it out and then take it over to the bread. So here we have 7 cut diagonally down, and then you want to fold it out like this. So this step was kind of difficult for me, and I just kind of like do it however, and then once it goes into the oven, it ends up like looking pretty because you have the toppings on it. So it doesn't have to look perfect. So if it looks a little funny, don't worry, it's okay. Okay, so this is just like completely like disengaging, so I don't know what's happening here, but this looks the prettiest. So after roughly 40 minutes, you're gonna take the filling that you made and you're gonna spread it around the top. Then you're gonna take the cheese, sprinkle it. So this is what it looks like before.